Okay, I think I should have everything fixed. Let's get straight into it, shall we?
Ash.
Greetings
because-
and
Hello.
salutations.
Hello.
Well, howdy.
Hello.
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 Greetings and
Okay, I think I should
salutations.
have everything fixed. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Why can't I hear myself?
Mars.
Oh.
Merciless is listening to the stream.
Are you on your Xbox?
How
Merciless?
dare you?
No, I'm not on my
Motherfucker.
Xbox, turn off. Xbox, turn off.
No,
Xbox delete.
Xbox cancel subscription.
Oh.
Xbox download, friends.
Xbox, turn off.
That's
Yes.
Show me
Oh,
life
man.
purpose.
Xbox, turn off. Yes.
Purchased 23,000 strawberries.
23,000.
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry, that made me fucking... Xbox, turn off. Yes.
Yeah.
God, do you guys remember the Kinect? That fucking
Oh,
thing?
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had it because I used to play like Dance Dance Revolution, but the
Yeah.
version of it.
Quality game.
I will say there was one song on the Kinect that was amazing. It was the Ryan Solo but Han Solo one.
Oh, the Star Wars version of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good.
Rod and Solo. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Enough. It's way too much happiness. Who is going to be telling me the recap?
That will be I.
All right, start it up.
Alright. Lord Rintheris, I come to you at my lowest, and I hardly even know where to begin. I am more lost now than I ever was without my memories, and I just don't know if the choices I've made were the right ones. We're in exile from the very people we're trying to help, with little equipment and insufficient supplies to take care of this quest. The few friends that I've made here are all gone. Thorn, the woman that I've come to love, is no longer by my side, and I can't help but to feel that I should have gone with her. Please, if you can, please protect her, guide her, and grant those who would judge her the knowledge and wisdom to see her as I see her. Even if you have to pull from my life force to do so. Please. And watch over us on this quest so that we might finally bring the knowledge of Matheria to her people who are so ignorant of her. Your humble servant. Amen. And I would like to do a religion roll on that. I'm going to use the inspiration that I just got to try to roll better. Okay, that's better.
Okay. I guess no inspiration for you then.
No.
Right?
Easy come, easy go. Wow.
Yeah.
Easy come, easy go. Do you let me go? Ishmulach.
No.
I'll let you go.
Tiny no.
Tiny gnome.
Tiny no.
Okay, so here we go. I believe where we last left off, you guys had. Let's see here.
Yes, thanks to the recap, we know that we had left the inn to go outside to discuss what we had seen and experienced with the hill situation.
Oh, okay, so we're still there. All right, cool. All right, so
Yeah.
well, we'll just pick up right where we left off. You guys go ahead. Let me find you some music. Let's do. I like this one. This one. Okay, go ahead.
Alright, well, I just push out of the doors of the inn and step outside, instructed by the captain to do so.
So you'll see Farron walk around the property of the inn. She is on her way to find the outhouses, but while they're walking, she's also taking stock of how many of those extra SCTC men there might have been that she kind of overheard in that conversation, or what the general gear is left lying about. Like, is there anything outside that would allude to that? Can I roll for anything?
You may roll martial and perception.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. Wow.
Hey.
So as you look around, you can see that there are certainly a heightened number of the SCTC. A trade caravan is most likely either nearby or within the inn, which would explain why the captain is here. But for such a high-value target, such as Hill, such precious cargo would definitely indict this level of protection.
All right.
So,
So what?
what's the plan? Please, Captain. It's not right. Something's wrong. I'm not sure what it is. He was talking like he was trying to tell me something, but he wasn't being clear. He was saying something about what he'd get our dad for his birthday, and he got the same thing last year.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Genevieve.
he thinks Tillery's around. That doesn't make any sense. Why would he think that does he think he's in the past? Has he lost his memory? Do you think he hit his head or something?
I would have no idea. But he is most certainly under the effects of some sort of spell.
What?
What? Did you not notice it yourself?
Well, no.
Yes.
They said something?
Not exactly. Calisectin snapped his fingers, and at that your brother went slack and seemed more inclined to do as he was told. He tried to argue, saying he was not sleepy, but then was convinced to go to bed anyways.
You're saying my brother is bewitched?
That does seem likely, yes.
She will immediately spin round and start
No.
walking towards the door.
Oh, goodness.
Grabs
We have to
collar.
go about this logically. That's why we're outside. We're scouting. At this point, Farron will also like to take note of windows and balconies and any potential means of getting in or escaping from the second floor.
Baron, I have to interject here. I get wanting to save Hill, but we don't have the time, the resources, the manpower. We're going to put our actual mission at risk to save one halfling.
Gideon,
Yes.
you are preaching to the choir. Out of anyone, I could care less if we saved Hill or not.
Then
But-
why are we doing it?
I did promise Genevieve back in Darklake to help take her to rescue her brother. At the time, I envisioned Tellery, but Hill will suffice. If, and then she looks down at Ginny, if we can accomplish it in one evening. We do not have the time to linger.
But we go
And we
up
do not
there,
have
we kick his
the
door down, and we get him.
Have you not noticed? There's an entire trade caravan of SCTC outside. And potentially inside. We do not have the resources nor the manpower to take on that many people. We are far too close to the Pale City walls as it is. Cannot dally. And, as Gideon has stated, he is correct, we do not have the resources to drag your younger brother, anywhere with us. Especially if he's under the influences of some sort of spell. What is
If you
it?
think he's under a spell, all I have to do is get close enough to dispel it. Maybe
Very-
he's a big boy. He can probably make it on his own. But maybe not.
Make it where, Genevieve? We ourselves had trouble traversing through the Pale City to where we needed to go and back again. An individual, such as your brother, his chances of survival would be exceedingly slim.
We take him with us.
And then
It's my responsibility, Captain. I'm his older sister.
He's
I
also
have to
an
do this.
adult, Ginny.
But he's not his own right now. If he's bewitched, if he's under some kind of spell, then he's not making his own choices. By your argument, he should be able to.
And the officer of the SCTC said he wasn't going to allow any harm to come to him. So until we get our mission complete, he will be fine.
I do
Mr.
question
Gideon.
whether or not the SCTC was quite truthful in that matter.
While I
While
agree with your sentiment, Mr. Gideon, the one thing I would like to state is we've already dwindled our numbers. And while I wouldn't, in normal circumstances, want to also put our mission at jeopardy for something like this, if we were to abandon this now, Miss Ginny would not be in the mindset to continue going forward. Lest the worst case scenario, she decides to try and storm in on her own, and we lose another member. We need to do what we can to keep our forces strong. And if this will give Miss Ginny some peace of mind, I think we would still need to do it.
Peace of mind?
I know that might
You think
sound...
I'm peace of mind?
I understand your frustrations, Mr. Gideon. And it might sound hypocritical coming from me after the conversation with Miss Thorne, trying to save those in the city itself rather than the greater mission. But sparing some time for one life so that Ginny can perform her duties at her maximum capacity will benefit us far greater than having
I'm not a
her be
child.
worried.
Send
I
a message
understand.
to your father. To get the
No.
Matherians that were inside to help. You don't have to do this, Ginny. We have other things that we need to do.
I understand.
This is not top priority.
I know. I know we have other focuses, but if you truly think that this is not something worth pursuing, then I will focus on the mission. If he's not of sound mind, he's not just... Something was wrong with that whole situation. I couldn't put my finger on it.
I get that, and it's not my call to make, but all I'm saying is they seem like they wanted or needed him for something, so I am going to assume that he will be somewhat safe for the time being.
possibly, as I was saying before, they seemed to talk about him as if he were a product of some sort. Needed testing to be positive, but it was very obvious that Calisecton was tired of taking care of him. What sort of product he is, or what sort of testing needs to be done, I do not know. Although both of those terms don't usually imply safety.
Sure they do. Anyone with a expensive product is going to keep it safe. But I hope it's obvious to you, Gideon, that the idea of my brother being a product for someone else is not acceptable.
Look, I don't agree with it, and you're right. It's not something that I like.
Then will you stand
What?
against it? Or will you let it happen?
Again, it's not my call. But I'm tired of being the only one in this group that is making sacrifices.
Are you joking? My
That's what
city
we're
is on fire, you cretin.
Yes.
My
If we're going
family,
to save it.
my family is scattered to the four winds. One of them is right here in my hand. I'm tired of losing, and I have the opportunity to not lose one thing. Don't talk to me about loss, Gideon. You were unaware of your losses until recently. That's a whole different can of worms.
I have said what I need to say. It's not my call. If
Well then,
y'all
Gideon,
want to
whose
do
call
this,
is it? I seem to remember all of you saying that I was no longer captain. So whose call are you expecting it to be?
I never said you weren't the captain of this group. I just said you need to start acting more like one.
If all it takes is someone acting like a captain, maybe I should do it.
What is your plan, Genevieve?
You see any way in?
No, Genevieve. We can't just start from going in and then planning on the fly. We
Yes, I
must plan
understand.
ahead. What is your plan for how to rescue him, how to keep him safe, how to keep him out of the clutches of the SCTC when inevitably they start chasing us as well? What to do with him as we travel?
What are
Do
our
enlighten me.
assets? Do we have money? I have a
You
little.
don't know.
Be that expensive, so
And have you deduced her loyalties?
She appears to be heading in the same direction we intend to.
Who does she work for? Is she an individual or is she part of the company? Would you be giving your brother into the hands of someone who's working for them?
She does not appear to be with the SCTC, Captain. They, as you can see, are very proud of their very polished uniforms, and she's not.
And we ourselves wore disguises in Dark Lake. What is your point?
They're in power here. Why would they need disguises? Why would they need a secret agent?
well, not necessarily a secret agent, but she could be a mercenary working to guard them in their travels. I don't
Genevieve.
disagree with Farron. These are things we don't know yet.
Please, miss or ma'am, at least. I still deserve some respect.
Sorry.
Nonetheless, I don't think you're quite suited for leading, Genevieve.
Really?
No. You fly off the handle. You're too hot-headed.
Then I'm going to defer to your expertise when it comes to matters of subtlety such as this.
Good.
And when it's time to fly off the handle and hit something, I will turn to Gideon. And when it's time to analyze a situation, I will turn to Mythos. I'm not stupid, and I'm not unversed in the utility of different tools for different situations. In this situation, since we're going to need subtlety, I will need your skills. Do you suggest we stake out the room and take him in the morning? Do you want to break in at night when everyone is quiet?
I think we do a little bit more research first.
Okay.
So, we'll keep walking around the inn. Do I see any ways to get in or out of the second floor? Balconies or windows
There
or
are multiple.
chimneys?
There are multiple access points.
Mhm.
There's balconies leading to the second floor. There's also a inward, common area balcony where people can go out and sit.
Mhm.
So, getting access to the second floor isn't difficult. It's doing so unseen, of course.
Does it look well guarded or heavily populated?
Well, it's not that it's guarded, but it is populated. It is a popular inn. And the caravan has brought quite a few individuals. The SCTC, despite their military presence, also brings with them a pretty big logistical presence, so you can see that there are makeshift stalls that are set up, people actively trading, both travelers and otherwise. So it's pretty busy right now.
Okay. So, let us go inside and do a little bit more reconnaissance. We will talk to this, seafaring individual, I suppose, and see what their story is. We will talk to the innkeeper, and we will try to gather what information we can.
Arcadum, is there a blacksmith around or a weapon salesman in this area, or is this just an inn?
Well, there are merchants in the area with various stock. What are you looking for precisely?
I'm just looking for a lance, some armor, and a shield.
What kind of armor?
Not plate. So it would be medium armor.
Okay, such as?
Let me actually look this up, because I can't remember which are medium and what are not. Items, armor, medium. Let's do... breastplate, if that is available.
Yeah, breastplate is available, lance is available. Shield wise, everything but tower shield would be available.
Okay. Cool.
What are you paying that with?
Well, I have the masterwork longsword and great axe that Fallowheart had, that Thorn gave me before she left. So I was going to sell those to requisition the new items.
Hey, you have a merchant's badge?
I do not.
Okay.
Gideon,
well,
if I may. And she holds out the merchant's badge that she's had this whole time.
I was going to do my item purchases while you were scouting.
I understand. I also had hoped to sell a few extra things that are extraneous at this moment.
Uh-huh.
I cannot be in two places at once.
So you want me to scout while you sell items?
Well, actually, Arcadum, can a merchant's badge be written in someone else's name? Or is it only assigned to the one person as the merchant? It's not like a guild or anything.
Well, as long as he's not questioned. So there runs a risk that if somebody checks his credentials, then, it's not his merchant badge.
I suppose we could go together, and Mythos and Genevieve could do...
Generally speaking, right, you can have badges made for subordinates.
Yeah.
And give it to them, but you haven't done that, so having somebody actually use your merchant's badge, if they get caught, it's like, then they might be questions, you feel me? Yeah.
Either I come with you, or you take my badge and you run the risk. Which would you prefer, Gideon?
I would prefer not to cause any more trouble than what's already needed.
If we're selling some things, I have a few that you might take with you.
Mythos, do you and Genevieve feel that you are capable of reconnaissance at the inn?
I mean, I can be quite fluent in that kind of aspect. What kind of armor you wear? tiny one? What you got?
Right now I'm wearing scale.
Is that one of the bad ones?
It's medium.
Yeah, but does it have the disadvantage on stealth and stuff?
Oh, I'm not
Yes.
stealthing. I'm gonna go talk to the navigator.
Oh, okay. Then, sure. I believe we could accomplish that. I'll continue to keep an eye out on the outside, and Miss Genevieve can try and figure some more out about the navigator she had spoken to make sure she's not actually aligned with the trading company.
I suppose, Genevieve, other important questions to ask would of course be how far she is planning to sail, how many berths she has to accommodate potential travelers with her, and of course, most importantly, her rates.
Whilst you are talking about this, a group of SCTC will pass by. They all seem rather young, excited, and they are going into the tavern.
Right, well, let me see here. I'm going to send you a couple things, Farron. Here's this, and please take this as well.
Mythos, is there anything you need?
Let me, out of character, think about that real quick. But I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Because
How much gold do you have?
He has 300. So
Do you want me to just take that and buy potions for you and shit?
take 100 of it. I'll send you that because we still need to pay for the lady. But yes, we do need potions and that. So
Okay.
I will do. How do I trade money?
Just mark it off and I'll put it on mine.
Okay, so I'll go down to 206 and hand you 100. This should be good enough to help get some basic requisitions for the party, for our travels. Potions, more rations if they're needed.
This is rather too much for me to carry.
Oh,
Give some to Gideon. He's big.
Gideon, do you suppose you could shuffle a few rations towards Genevieve so you can carry more
I
of this?
can't carry more.
I have already given her and Mythos 10 days worth.
I see.
Yes. I too am currently at about my limit. My arms feel weaker since that incident at the
Hey, just give me your items to sell.
leper camp.
I'll just.
I gave him to Farron. You'll have
Yes, Farron is struggling under the weight.
He'll just grab the items from Farron.
Can I?
Take...
Do I have to send it to Zool? Is this what I have to do?
No.
No, it should be on Gideon.
Gideon is not a selectable character.
Hold on,
Let me
let
Gideon.
me chat Cape. Let's see here.
I am in Dragidion.
I'm sure you are.
Is in Drag Gideon. Okay.
Yes.
Are you selecting Gideon or Drag Gideon?
I think she's only seeing Zool as a tradable person.
You
Yeah.
gotta stand next to him.
Oh, interesting.
Is that a thing?
No,
Yeah.
that should not be a thing.
That's a thing for me, for some reason.
No. It shows up as Zool and Flo and Mythos and Ginny and what I'm assuming to be new guy. And
Shh.
I can only send it to Zool.
I don't know.
Alright.
Can you
Fucking,
drag and drop from her sheet to
I'll
mine?
I'll fucking do it. Jesus Christ.
If you don't mind me being overweight, I'll just carry it around until we sell it. But you know.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about that right now.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Well then, good. We'll just do that then.
All right. So.
Give me a moment.
Oh God, Jesus. Okay. So, what do you guys do?
I go into the outhouse and I change into a merchant.
Hey.
You mean a telephone booth?
Basically.
A telephone booth. Okay, who's shopping and who's going in?
I'm going back in.
Okay.
Mythos is scouting around the place looking for entryways
Okay,
since
hold
Farron is
there.
going to be doing shopping.
Hold there, and then you
Yep.
two are shopping.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll put you guys over here in the shopping area. All right. Ginny, As you re-enter, hold on. As you re-enter the Drunken Witness, you can see that Sota still sits at her table. She's kind of reviewing something on parchment. These two guys are drinking. A giant throng of SETC, the minions, are over here drinking and enjoying themselves. They're rather young and seem to be celebrating something. But across the tavern from them, perhaps lightly seething beneath a large mug of ale, you see a most intimidating-looking person. A dwarf is seated across the bar. His hair in a forward, high-scraping mohawk. His sides shaved down to the scalp. His eyes piercing and watchful. And you see this individual. Gazorp, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hello everyone, I'm Gazorp Jenkins. It's my first time one of Arcadum's games, and I will be playing a dwarven male who goes by Golden Greyspine.
Okay. Go ahead, Ginny.
All right. As I walk through the inn, I will take stock of the various people, and I'll just come right over here and sit right back here with fighting. There we go.
Okay.
I'll look up. Miss Ramon.
She'll look up and raise an eyebrow.
I've spoken with some of my companions, and we've considered the idea of perhaps hiring you for the trip. Did you say you were going on your own currently, on your way to the ice flows?
She'll nod.
Well, my companions and I are intending to head in that general direction. We might accompany you for a portion of it and be in the market for your navigation skills. What would you charge generally as an expected fee to make it to... I gotta look at the map real quick.
Ginny presses M.
I press M. Let's see.
God, I've done that so many times. Where the fuck am I?
Should we, if we were heading in the direction of the ice flows, and if we were to be heading, I don't know, we'd be stopping probably through Dead Man's Flow. How much would you charge to get that far?
See her kind of stroke her chin a little bit. Let me check my voice notes. Did I leave voice notes? What does it fucking sound like?
Ramon, something.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, oh yeah, she's on Vaunt.
yeah, she's very on fun.
She'll say, it is easy, really. That man's flow is on my way. How many are in your party? And how much cargo?
3 aside from myself. No cargo beyond what we can carry. Potentially 4 besides myself. So 5?
5, eh?
Yes.
Probably 20 gold ahead is fine.
20 gold ahead? Sounds like a good deal. I will, do you mind if I sit here with you while I wait for my companions to return? They went on an errand.
Well, I would, but I'm expecting some people, much like yourself.
Oh,
To be
I
able
see.
to sit down and, sign on.
I see. Well, in that case, I will attempt not to bother you too much, and I'm going to sit right over here. So, pleasure doing business so far.
She'll give you a little wave and go back to her parchments.
I will order a drink.
Okay. Make a perception check, Ginny.
Okay.
Make a perception check, Goldrin, with advantage. Do you know how to roll?
Yep.
Oof.
You overhear the following, Ginny. Oh, still can't believe it. Did you see his face? I know, he was like, oh, that's my daughter, please stop. How much do you think that he's gonna pay for that? Hopefully he'll pay a lot more than just lashes on his back. I ain't ever seen the corporal so mad. My favorite part of that entire thing was after he hit the corporal, right? He just starts beating him right in front of his family. It was really brutal. Yeah, it was. But that's what you get for being aunt.
I'm gonna drift my eyes over here. Does she react? Do I notice?
If she has heard them, she does not care.
Then I also keep my eyes on my drink.
Okay, you will notice, Ginny, as your eyes kind of drift back to the forward position, that Goldrim, this character here, is just staring daggers into their backs. Hold on, shut up, Adobe. Okay. You know what we should do? We should take a drink. For each one of them's names we could remember. Oh, I like this game. Let's see. One's name was, Uka Dawson? Uka Dawson? Uka Dawson. I don't think that was his name. No. One of them was John. What? No way. No. He had a proper name because he was raised by proper people. All right, fine. Cheers for John. Everybody takes a drink.
I'm alone, and so I'm just like, you know when you're on the bus and people are like talking about stuff that would normally get them punched if they were alone.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. You mean
Yeah.
the incredible amount of racism that's coming over there?
Yeah. Yep. Hmm.
When you're in the South and people have looked around and start high-fiving in the background, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Savages. Even you, man.
Well, I am going to, I'm not going to compromise my position, so I'm going to wait till my companions return.
Okay, meanwhile, outside, Mythos.
Yes.
You see what I described earlier.
Okay. Nothing extra? No. Just the regular balconies? No.
Yeah, you can make a perception check. Maybe you'll find something more.
Alright. I say maybe a couple of chimneys. We can do a Santa Claus. Reception.
You do not see anything in addition to what I have said.
Okay. Then he will make his way back to the front and wait for the shoppers to return.
Making my way downtown, walking in. Hello, everyone, and I'm home about. Sorry. You walk inside.
Yep.
Alright, you see all the stuff I described before. The rambunctious and possibly very racist SCTCs, the angry dwarf, the Sota, just chillin', and in the background a very nervous-looking Ginny.
Oh. He will
I
wander
love
over.
Matheria. I'll drink to that. Press B to jump. I'm sorry.
He'll take a seat across from Ginny.
She'll, yes. 20 gold
Be able
ahead.
to get... Oh.
She's
Okay,
traveling
that's-
alone. She's open to us joining.
That works then. I have the funds to requisition that once the time is appropriate.
Good.
Wait. I think I remember one of their names. It was Old Pocky Docky. No, it's
These guys
Pokin' Dope.
can-
Pokin' Dope. That's it. Everybody drinks. Do you think he named his daughter Oh, poke my... Hey, that's disrespectful.
Ethos, the merchants in this area are driving me slightly insane.
I mean, if you like, we could take a walk outside for a bit and get some fresh air. We need to wait for the others, anyways.
No. I want to stay in here in case something happens.
Very well. Did you overhear anything useful from them that might aid in what we are trying to accomplish?
Well, nothing more than confirming that they may be slavers.
You get a message.
Oh no, he explodes.
You gain 3 exposure.
3 exposure.
No!
And it just says, "I'm coming for you."
But no, I don't like it. I'm just keeping an eye.
Well, I'll keep an ear out as well.
Also, that dwarf over there has been staring at their backs this entire time. He doesn't seem to appreciate their antics any more than I do.
Real talk, lads, as they're all kind of leaning in. So, I get why we have all of the on, right? But did you guys hear we're supposed to be taking on a halfling or something? Why would we want to take on a halfling? They can't do anything. They're small and weak. Well, yeah, obviously. But
I will thump my mug down on the table and just kind of glare over my shoulder.
Yeah, they're obviously children and, shouldn't be taken seriously, but apparently, yeah, that's what's happening. We're taking on, a half one of those childlikes for the cargo. What I want to know is... Yeah, go ahead.
Can I make a wisdom save to not throw my drink at the back of one of these guys' heads?
Goldrin, go ahead and make a perception check to see if you notice the thumping of the drink on the table.
I was not subtle, though.
Oblivious. He is a man of focus, of pure will.
Pure will.
Sure. Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Oh.
Whoa.
You maintain your composure.
But I grip it real hard, and I'm aiming.
White knuckling.
Yeah, so anyway, why are we taking this halfling? Apparently he's special. Captain paid a premium price for him, he did. Oh, from that weird priest fella. Do you think that the priest, I don't know what you mean. Sanctified him? Yeah, what?
Those
Probably.
You're going to have to hold me back any moment now.
he's a priest, right? He probably
Well, I can see why
Oh, right.
the dwarven lad
Yeah.
might also be upset with them. They are a rambunctious bunch, but...
What was the
please
name of
try
that
and
halfling?
Keep a cool head.
I don't know.
I
Something to do with
understand your
bridges.
anger right now, but we can't afford such a scene.
What kind of a
just
name is Bridge? You know, right? It's like, oh, hey, my name's Cobblestone. Actually, I like that name. Yeah, actually, it's pretty nice. Certainly better than Bridge.
I'm just going to go talk to them.
I just want to talk to him. I
just want to talk to him. I just
want to talk to him.
I'll walk up and my fluffy, colorful head of hair will just barely bridge the top of their table.
They keep drinking. Oh, no, so, anyway, did you see what happened last night? It was crazy.
I drag my bench over here and sit down and stand on top.
Mm-hmm.
And I put a foot on their table.
They'll all look.
What's wrong with bridges?
Look at their feet! I didn't know that the girls had hairy feet, too. Where's your dad, little girl? Look, she's getting on the table. Do us a jig. One of them throws a gold piece at you.
Oh, hey, I'll catch it. And then I'm going to flick it right in his face.
Punk. Ow! That's what you get. You pay afterward. So.
Can I, Arcadum, can I add radiant damage to that coin?
Sure, I guess.
Oh, cool, great. Yeah, take 12 freaking radiant damage.
Oh, well, in that case, it's not a ow, it's a ah! He falls backwards in his drunken state over.
I'm gonna hop down on him and start punching him in the face.
Whoa,
I don't care.
whoa! Hey! They all jump on top of Ginny.
Mythos is gonna try and get in and get her.
Mythos, being a monk, jumps in there, gets involved. Hey, look on! My word, Jimothy, a dinner and a show. I love Matheria, so do I.
I tell you, Farron, I am sure glad we have a bunch of level-headed people in our group that wouldn't cause any trouble at all while we're gone.
Yeah, why don't you go sit back over there? Yeah, go find your dad. Yeah, I actually like her.
Mythos.
This isn't the time for that.
Drags him back.
Ah!
This guy has a giant welt on his forehead.
He brings her over. It's like,
You'll hear somebody call down, "No fighting in my bar! Don't make me get old Bessie!"
sorry, sir.
Galdra, make me a perception check to see if you saw any of that, please.
Please to God, please roll better than a
A man of absolute focus.
Make the DC 5 Arcadum.
He was focused so hard on them, and he didn't even want to jump in there and get some licks in.
No, he saw the fight. That was pure comedy. It's like, oh man, I was hoping he roll a 1. It'd be like a man of pure focus.
Deep in his drink.
He's drinking the whole time.
Meanwhile, shopping.
Meanwhile, not getting in a bar fight.
I'll tell you,
Yet.
Farron, I'm glad we have so many level-headed companions in our group that wouldn't get into a random bar fight while we're gone.
Yes, it will be quite something to hear how Genevieve's captain is doing.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
I have no high hopes.
Look at me. I am the
Well,
captain now.
obviously, because she's short. Okay, that was a poor joke. Jokes are not my
Hold
forte.
on now. You're amongst present company. Was that a racially profiled joke in front of the halfling races?
It was.
Farron liked that.
Man.
It wasn't all bad, Gideon. You have the makings of someone who could be quite humorous.
Wow.
Dude, it's so great. Oh, shit.
I guess that's a compliment. Thank you. Let's get this equipment and get back.
Okay, make me a merchant's check.
What do I roll for that?
D20 plus your character level plus proficiency modifier,
Aha.
presuming you're trained in the kit.
I am not trained in that kit, no.
Ooh.
I just have a merchant's badge.
Yes, in that case, I'll need you to roll for me a D20 plus character level.
Okay. Do I get advantage for being jack of all trades?
No, that's for skills.
Okay.
This is a kit.
Okay. Alright.
That's not bad.
Not the worst.
14. Let me roll a random merchant.
Okay.
To shreds, you say? Okay. Do you have a list of what you're selling? Could you put it in notes, please?
Yes. I can type that up slowly but surely. Gideon, you might have to help add to it, though, because I've only got half of the stuff.
Yeah.
To shreds, you say? No survivors, you imply.
What's the race of the, of the merchant?
What's the what?
What's the race of the merchant?
He is human.
Oh, good. Last merchant I went to happened to be... I don't think it was a halfling, but it was short enough to be a halfling.
Amazing.
Oh, fuck, dude. Okay. Where's your list? Let me check.
It's coming. I'm typing. Hold on.
Up. While you guys are typing that up, time for me to make a roll. Yes. Okay.
Oh, I put him in notes. Sorry, I didn't put him in text RP.
The notes is fine.
Oh, yeah, just ignore me. I'm just gonna move it.
Hollow dagger blow done. Chef knife. Chef cleaver 20 darts 40 blow. Beast bop bop beep bop beep bop beep bop beep bop beep bop bop bop. So 4 14. I 28. 47. Okay. That'll be 50 gold for what you've offered.
For my list or
For
his
your
list or
list.
both combined? Okay. I will add that to my gold then. And take the things out of my inventory. Thank you.
Alright.
Wow.
Wow, what?
I'm so disappointed.
I,
But I'm not there.
It's basic weapons.
yeah,
And they sell for half price usually suddenly.
But she could have haggled.
You could have had.
Yeah, my chef
That's
knife
what
and
the
cleaver.
14 was for.
My chef knife and cleaver are not base.
Mhm.
They are silvered masterwork.
I don't know if the axe and longsword had the transforming property on it because they did turn into the scythe when combined together.
Let's see. Gibbity Bob. The merchants will offer you 1,000 gold pieces for Resengir and 1,000 gold pieces for Gallantgore.
Well, fair enough. I think that's about as good as we could ask.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
Hang on. Oh my gosh. I'm not even there.
You're not there, Waymaker!
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
You're not there! They rolled poorly on the market roll.
Yes, I believe this is perfectly fine.
Man.
A few trinkets from a halfling, a few non-used artifacts from me, and 2 very good pieces from you. It sounds a reasonable price.
Okay. Alright, so I will sell both of those.
Okay. You gain 2,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Does this merchant have any masterwork, armor or shields? Or
No.
lances, but no masterwork stuff, just basic
Mm-mm.
stuff? Okay. Alright, well, Captain, Farron, am I able to make those purchases I need?
Yes.
Or do you need all the gold? Okay.
No, of course not.
Alright, alright, then I will, get... Go ahead and delete these things off my sheet, since I no longer have them. And you said breastplate was good.
Yeah, you can buy a breastplate and lance and shield.
All right, so I will do a breastplate, a heavy shield, one lance, and am I also able to get 2 battle axes?
What's up?
2 battle axes as well. Would the merchant have
Yeah,
that?
that's fine.
Okay. All right. What will that be? So that's 25, 35. Weaponry. Battle axes are. Okay, so that's 55. And a lance. Alright, so that's 65 gold total for all that.
You can also buy potions as well. In case
Okay.
you want that.
Hmm.
Heavy shield.
And also that's 80 gold.
For my stuff or the potions?
For the stuff you just bought.
Okay, 80 gold.
Yeah, not 65.
Alright, cool. Lance. And 2 battle axes. Battle axe 2. Okay. Alrighty. You said that was 80, so that puts me down to 2020. Alright. Alright, Captain. What else do we need?
Well, potions are a good idea. Nearly as important as rations when out traveling. Perhaps some sort of travel clothing. Cloaks, the like. Perhaps, if comfort is something that you wish to experience, one of those kits with the camping essentials.
Yeah, I would say yes to the camping kit. Alright, how much for a camping kit, Arcadum?
Let's see here. Camping kit is... here would be 65 gold.
Okay. Alright, I will go ahead and put that on my sheet to hold on to. So 1955. Other than normal health potions, what other potions does this vendor have?
Purging. Yeah, purging potions.
Well, fair, it appears they only have purging and normal health potions.
I am personally well stocked on those things. If you wish to get some for yourself or for Mythos and Genevieve, they might appreciate it.
How much
I
are each of those, Arcadum?
Purging 65. Regular health 65.
Okay, so 65 apiece. Sorry, you were saying, Farron?
I like to recommend at least one of each. 2 is better, but that does, of course, cost more money.
I mean, I was probably just gonna get like 10 of each.
Very good then. Should we also consider perhaps a climbing kit?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, considering we plan on going into the mountains.
Oh, sorry, that my bad. I forgot y'all can't do the thing I can.
No, we cannot.
Good sir, how much for a climbing kit?
To be clear, you're in disguise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not you, him.
Me?
Yeah.
I have the collar on still, so none of
Okay.
my stuff's out. I don't look like a demon. No.
Okay. I had to double check.
Yeah. No.
I was like,
We have not taken.
I should probably.
We have not
check.
taken the collar off. Yeah. You'll know when I take the collar off.
Because he will go Super Saiyan.
Yes. But how much was the climber's kit?
65 gold.
Another 65. Alright, I'll go ahead and put that.
For my own personal arsenal, how much would it cost to replace the arrows that I've spent in previous battles? Like, how does that work? Do you have to buy a fresh new quiver of 20, or can I just buy an odd number?
It's 1 gold per 20, rounded up.
Okay. And how much are smoke bombs?
They don't have those for sale.
Okay. I will buy 1 additional quiver of arrows.
I would probably get more than 1. Who knows how many fights we're gonna get to.
Very well. But I'm going to look quite a sight with 5 quivers, don't you think?
I mean, yeah. I mean, can you make more out in the field?
I've never tried. Just 2 quivers for now, good sir. And you said 20, so 40 gold total?
What's up?
How
1
much
gold
would it
for
be?
20.
Oh, 1 gold for 20, so 2 gold for
Yeah.
40 arrows.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to
thank
give
you.
him 20 gold, I'm sure he'll
No,
take
I
it.
don't! Leave me!
Yeah, first the carrot economy's bricked, and now the arrow economy's bricked.
Oh, yeah, we did kind of do that. Yeah, here's an anointed silver for 2 carrots, you know. Oh, lad. Alright.
I think
Well-
this will hold us for a while. We can always resupply a few towns over.
Do you have any backpacks, sir? My hands are getting kind of full.
Shakes his head. You also feel a strange feeling that you are being watched.
Don't.
Looks around. Do you feel that, Captain?
Yes, but I wasn't going to be obvious about it, Gideon.
Well, I'm not one for subtlety. Just look around some more.
I know.
I don't like this feeling.
It's something you grow used to.
As you look around, you will feel that there's definitely something serious about the air around you. But as quickly as it appeared, it faded.
Alright. Well, I think we've gotten all we can take, and this stuff is getting really, really heavy. So the sooner I can offload this onto the others, the better.
Well, I can take, a few pounds more, I suppose.
Can you give me an exact amount of your carry capacity? That'd be great.
27 pounds, so I could take those 10 rations you wished to give me earlier, with ease.
Okay, that would help out a lot. But not by much, sadly.
Well, I apologize. My stature does not do me any benefits in the strength department. Shall we head back?
Yeah, I miss Thorn. Have a good day, sir. Thank you for your time.
Bows to merchant.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go put this stuff on.
As the two of you leave, the merchant that was there, another merchant comes around the corner and sees his apron on the counter. Oh, that was weird. He puts his apron on. You guys don't see that though.
Okay.
Strange.
What do you guys do?
Must have been the wind.
Well, yes. Let's go back to the tavern, get a room for the night. We need to rest if we wish to continue on our journey. And we'll discuss, hopefully, what the others have found out.
Very well. Sorry, I just dealing with a lot right now. A lot. So much has happened the past few days. I don't even know where to begin.
I understand the feeling, Gideon. Although I know I don't show it very often.
Do you think we're doing the right thing?
Yes.
Well, that was a very quick answer.
There cannot be any doubt. Of course we are doing the right thing. If we are doing the wrong thing, then I have given up everything I have worked hard for the past 37 years, for nothing. We are doing the right thing, and we will come back and prove to everyone that we are in the right. Don't doubt, Gideon.
Well, I just mean it could have been somebody else to do this, and we helped protect the city. I don't know.
I suppose it could have, but perhaps that's only a choice given to you.
don't understand. Why weren't you honest with Trent the first time? We could have avoided all this. At least
There were others
mostly.
around.
What does it matter?
In my line of work, if you're too open with information, too forthcoming with the truth, it usually ends up causing more problems than it solves. And in matters of life and death, that usually means death. I would not take risks. And if what we were told by certain other individuals is accurate, then trusting anyone in a position of leadership, I also had to make sure that Trent himself was trustworthy.
And you did that in 30 minutes after leaving him the first time.
Well, I did that in the hour or so it took to give my initial report, yes.
That's a weird time frame of recollection, but okay, never mind. It's just odd.
I suppose. It seems natural to me. In fact, an hour takes, well, a rather long period of time. Is it not a long period of time for you?
Looks at camera.
No.
I'm an elf.
And years mean nothing to me, really, but I wouldn't be surprised if I was older than you.
Oh, I'm not very old. I've just seen much.
Looks at bags under her eyes. Mm-hmm.
Wait. Whose bags? Oh, okay. I was about to say, you're not looking at your own bags.
Hey, no, hey, that's mascara, okay?
Sure. Anyway, as you two start making your way back. Okay, as you re-enter the inn, ahead you see some... Well, how to describe this? You can see that there's a whole group of SCTC. Some of their clothes are disheveled, and some of them are sneaking glances over here, where you see that Jenny has her hair all messed up and is bleeding from her nose.
Farron rolls her eyes. I'm going to go procure us a room and some food. I don't think I can handle a table conversation at this moment.
Why? I can't really see anything over the mounds of boxes that I have. What's going on?
Once you get to the table, I'm sure you'll put two and two together. But it looks like the reconnaissance turned into a common tavern brawl. Back right corner, Gideon. I'll be there in a moment.
But you could leave the.
Well, it
Typical
seems you've
woman.
proven your point, Miss Ginny. I mean, they are a very loud and antagonistic group.
Racist bastards.
I don't disagree with the statement, but please try to keep a level head.
Not realizing at the wrong table, starts putting the supplies down.
You're not the
Sorry,
only one angry
sir,
at them.
dwarf.
He points to the dwarven man who's been staring at them.
I thought this was my friend's table. Pardon the interruption.
Aye, no need to worry.
Hold on, one moment. Are you okay? You look like you're upset about something.
Aye, that be the understatement. Just look behind you and you understand.
That'll be 10 gold a night for all of you.
How many rooms is that, sir?
3 rooms max. We don't have that much space.
You got a problem with the SCTC?
Aye, that be true. I have my deepest problems with them.
Huh. Looks back. Maybe you can be of assistance to us later.
No,
If you're
we'll
looking for some
see.
payback.
Maybe.
Well, how about this? How about you join us for a drink?
Sure. Mine's getting a bit empty now anyway.
Well then, the drink is on me then. Come over and join us, and I'll just pick up all the all the stuff that he dropped by the table, and shuffle it over here. Ugh.
I know you could have handled yourself, Miss Ginny, but we're
I-
not here to.
I had them. You pulled me away.
Yes, because we.
I was
risk the
feeding that
casualties.
man a radiant coin. He was going to feel it in the morning.
I saw, and while it was quite amusing to see him get his just dessert, this is not the establishment to do that, and the tavern owner was quite perturbed with the situation at large. But I do not think you were completely in the wrong. The things they were saying, even the stuff that wasn't directly related to you, was quite disgusting how they were phrasing things about your kind.
Keep my cool for now.
Hello.
Hi, Gideon. How did it go? I'll wipe my bloody nose on my sleeve.
Real quick. You've arranged rooms and food, Karen.
Yeah, for 10 gold total?
Yep.
Okay, and that's 3 rooms?
3 rooms, 10 gold.
Are any of them on the second floor?
All of them are.
Oh, delightful. Thank you.
Right,
And
the very busy innkeeper will go back to filling the drinks of these hoo-haws. Go ahead.
What in the hell's happened? Why is your nose bleeding?
Just a minor altercation with those boys over there. I'll just point at them at the other table.
Wait,
Yes.
you mean you got into a bar fight?
They're talking about my brother and halflings in general, and they were mocking my family name.
Yes, they were being quite loud and antagonistic, but I was able to get her out before she, well, for lack of better term, knocked them all out, let's say, before things got out of hand.
Aye, she does have a mean right hook, she does. Well done.
Thanks. Who's this?
Pardon my manners. I am Gideon, Sir Dwarf. I forgot to grab your name. Apologies.
No worries. Goldrin Greyspine, at your service.
Pleasure.
Well met. Genevieve Lanternbridge.
Greetings, I am Mythos Thyrane.
Baron Inkholt.
Nice to meet you all.
Well,
Hmm.
As well.
I promised him a drink, and from the way that he was staring at the group behind us, maybe he can help.
Help what? Another bar fight?
I mean,
That'd be great.
I like his style already.
Oh yes. You're cut out for leadership indeed. Keeping your cool. Did you find anything useful while you were punching them in the face?
They're cowards and they fight together, I suppose.
And that pertains...
I could have taken them one at a time. They just have to line up. But enough about that, Captain. How did sales go?
Very well.
Really? How much did you get for my stuff?
50.
Ginny's jaw will hit the table. Are
Yes, I thought it was a good price as well.
y'all
Those-
talk this. I'm gonna go get drinks.
Those were
I'll be right back.
masterwork chef knives. They were very expensive. You sold them for 50, Captain?
Yes.
I'm going with you next time. You're apparently going to need the expertise of a free halfling next time you're doing merchant things.
Very well.
Hundreds of gold, Captain. Hundreds. Not 50.
Beggars can't be choosers.
The robes alone would have gone for 4, maybe 500 gold. Fine, whatever. As long as we have what we need.
Yes. Gideon procured a few more potions for all of us, so that we are well stocked on our travels.
Yes, good. Anyway, I spoke to the navigator
Thank you.
on the table below, and she says probably about 20 to 25 gold ahead, depending on how many people we have. She's going the same way. She is currently unaccompanied, so whenever we're ready to go. She does say that she's meeting with some others, though, so I figured I'd stick around and maybe discourage them, if need be.
And did you find out where her loyalties lie?
I believe she's on Fonte, but I can't confirm it. I didn't want to be rude. Certainly,
Fair
probably not with them.
Rolls her eyes.
But be my guest, Captain. How about you go ask her yourself? Use those very well-polished social skills of yours.
Thank you. I might just do so.
It's not a compliment.
Have you found anything else?
Sounded like a compliment to me.
Mythos? Anything at all?
Not. I scouted the area outside, but it didn't seem like anything out of the ordinary. The balconies up top and everything are simple. I didn't see any other entrances or exits, but we did overhear part of a conversation about her relative, and things were said about the state that they will begin, but that's all the information we were able to gather, just from idle listening.
Yes, sorry, you appear to have been kind of dragged into this by my friend Gideon. You appear to have a chip on your shoulder about the boys in green over there.
Aye, that be true. I've seen my fair share of their actions at first hand.
Really?
Yes.
Give me your synopsis. Let's see if they match my thoughts on them so far.
Well, first things first. They're all idiots, pompous assholes, who think they're the top dogs of anything. And not to mention the slave marketing. I can't stand it any longer.
You don't say. Well, it happens to be the case that my little brother appears to be in such a conundrum, and I'm looking to free him.
Aye?
Can you
Genevieve.
fight?
Yeah,
I'll shoot a glance
fight.
at the captain.
Do try to keep your voice down when we are so close.
It's at this point that each of the SCTs start to get up. We gotta turn in early. Yeah, we're shipping out. It seems that they will drunkenly stumble back to their caravans.
But their caravans are located outside. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As they turn to leave, for a moment you think you saw something move between them. Not quite sure what it was.
Do I get to make a perception check for that?
Sure.
Does anyone get to make a perception check for that?
Sure.
Nah, it was just the wind.
Something mysterious. Probably just the wind.
It must
Continue.
have been the wind.
Well,
Our time might be cut short if they're planning on leaving soon.
well, they were going to meet in the morning, yes?
Did you happen
Or-
to find the place of where they were meeting?
I was not.
No,
I
they
didn't overhear them speak of it.
they blabbed about a great many things, but not that.
Okay. Let me do just a little more work for all of you, shall I?
Yes, please.
If you'll excuse me. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Galdrin, did you say it was?
Aye. That'd be it.
Yes. Enjoy your drink with my company.
Hey,
And
I will do.
she'll move down here to this table. Pardon me, is this seat taken?
She'll look up. Yeah, you here to hire transport?
Of a sort. I believe you've, already talked with one of my companions. The,
Ah, yes, the little halfling. Yeah.
yes, the short one over there. There were a few details that, I'm afraid, she failed to acquire from you. Perhaps you could tell me more, such as what time you're planning on leaving?
Well, I need to spend tonight resupplying. Probably leave tomorrow afternoon. About noon, say.
I see. What berth is your ship located in?
Oh yeah, I'll mark it on your map.
Thank you. And of course, the name of the ship so that we can find it.
Tuskbreaker.
Lovely. I was told the price was quoted at 20 to 25 gold a head.
Aye,
Was that accurate?
aye.
Okay. And you're going as far as Dead Man's Flow, I suppose?
Well, the plan is, she'll bust out the map, start pointing at stuff. And let me take you to the map.
Ooh.
Whee! So, her current plan is to go to here, cross the Dead Man's Flow, and then continue her journey up towards Chickletown and then through. But since you lot wanted to cross the river, she was going to give you passage to Dead Man's Flow.
That should suit us just fine. But if we are not at your ship at noon, please don't wait up for us.
Don't intend to. Look, be at the carriages by about noonish, but when I leave, we're going, aye?
Quite understandable. Pleased to do business with you. I am Farron Inkholt, and you are?
Soda, you can call me.
Very good then, Miss Soda. Have a pleasant evening. Oh, wait, one more thing before I leave her table. Do you happen to sail with the company, or are you an individual, a merchant, perhaps? Just for my records, of course.
Not really.
You're not really what?
Merchant.
I see. You don't mind having a merchant on board, do you?
Far from it, miss.
Very good then. I'll try not to cause you any trouble.
Make me an insight check.
Uh-huh. Ugh.
Okay, continue.
Very well then. Good evening.
She'll nod and go back to her parchment. And then, as you rejoin the table, it is at this point that a shadow darkens the countertop.
The countertop?
Yes.
Right in front of us.
Or
I was
standing
here the whole time.
right behind Farron. Appearing to the throng of people. A very serious shadow frowns. Sorry. I'm cracking myself up.
Say it.
If Flo was just creepily perched on the countertop. Oh, no!
Go ahead, Flo.
Hello. Hey,
I beg your pardon.
Oh, this is fine. I've never heard this man before. Must be a new person.
I've been drinking too much.
Hello.
you didn't say it like that. It's so funny.
Hello. Oh no.
It's him.
It's him.
Excuse me.
Huh.
He will throw his hands up in the air. I don't come faring ill will. I come in peace. And he will,
Explain.
he's telling the truth. He does come in peace.
Squints, waits to listen.
Oh, is anyone else going to get any more rolls?
Yeah.
Before I continue?
Carry on.
Is that all you have to say for yourself?
Well, after you did what you did in the Pale City, I was freed by an Inquisitor. I believe his name was Ice. He kind of helped me to my feet. Arcadum, can I adjust my health real quick? I'm still at 1 HP.
No, it stays there.
Roast here.
Yes. Long rest yourself.
Ah, yes.
Or no, not long
Third
rest.
time's
but-
the charm.
Not long rest, but heal yourself. Yeah. You gotta stay chronologically true to the story there.
Yeah, alright, cool. I just wanted to get that fixed. Just in case. So, I then told him what happened. I was then taken aside by I believe, what was his name again? Cast. And he told me to come find you, but not as your enemy, but as your friend.
That sounds
Prisoner
nothing
Cass
like
said that?
Cat.
Believe it or not, that is the truth of what happened. He told me to come find you as a friend, and here I am.
Did he make you drink
Uh-huh.
anything? Any kind of tracking potions? Anything that would lead you him right to us?
No. The only potions I drank was to regain my health after you beat it out of me as a group.
We didn't hit you that hard.
You kind
Honestly.
of knocked me unconscious. I'm contrary to belief. That's pretty hard.
Why are you here, Flo?
I'm here to be your friend, as Cass told me to be.
What do you know of the mission?
I don't.
And you're coming anyway. Why?
Indeed. Because he told me to.
And you just do whatever anyone tells you to.
I do what is asked of me. But now that I'm here, whatever you ask of me, I shall do. I'm not here to hurt you.
Incredibly suspicious. No offense.
Maybe out in the open tavern is not the best place for this conversation?
No,
I
shall we
agree.
retire? We have rooms upstairs.
All right. I need Galdrin and Flo to make perception checks versus each other.
Oh.
Yes.
Galdrin doesn't know he
Good.
hates him yet.
Right, I love this.
Oh, fuck!
All right. I'm gonna have to just kind of use my hand here, turn those into pens. You will both recognize each other as Lightborn. Jesus Christ.
The DC was 5! The DC was 5! Yeah!
Oh, fellow Lightborn, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Aye. Pleasure to meet yours. Golden.
He holds back his rage.
What kind of rage? Racism?
So, Baldrin's a Lightborn as
Are
well.
you not going to return your name?
It's Goldrin, not Boldrin.
Oh, sorry. Dwarf names. They all sound very similar to me.
My name is
Don't
Flo.
get me
Pleasure to
started
make
on
your-
that.
I'm sorry. Thousand apologies.
But yes, maybe we should retire to our rooms to continue this.
He will walk up and offer a warrior shake for Skuldrin.
Bring it in.
I rolled me athletics, big guy.
Alright.
Bring it in.
Ah, Goldrin can roll higher than a 5.
When it counts, yes.
What is
Ah, very strong one indeed.
Aye, not bad yourself.
He said politely.
politely?
Very well then. Follow me. I'll show you the way to the rooms, and we'll discuss more in private.
Arcadum, a buffboard question. Do I need to pay for my room, or am I going to squeeze it with I'm pretty sure I have to pay for my
Well,
room.
it's pretty busy, so
Well, I have 3 rooms. If it's 2 to a room, technically.
I will wait
Plead your
until
case,
Flo
and then you'll
walks.
find out if you have a room later.
Yep.
So I'm not
Meanwhile,
trusting this
back at the table.
old man with my back.
You got some strange friends, I say.
You don't know the half of it. Would you care to join us? There's probably some things you need to know.
Aye. Okay, we'll see then.
Well, grab your pint and follow me.
Oh, that's already empty. Let's go.
Oh, wow. Fast drink. Oops, sorry.
Okay, let me grab all you guys. Go ahead and gather this party and venture forth into your bedrooms.
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Oh.
So for now, I imagine us all crowding into just one bedroom so that we
Yeah.
can talk.
Yes.
I mean, I could take out the wall of one of them, but I think they might frown upon that, Fern.
Time
I don't
to
think-
privately speak amongst each other.
I don't think we have the money to pay such an endeavor. Please don't.
That was another joke.
Ah, yes, the makings of humor, as I once said.
Really got to work on those, Gideon.
I asked Galdrin to join us. I hope that's okay.
Well, seeing
As
as how he
fills
has
the doorway.
some sort of... Do come in. Shut the door once you're done, please.
Oh,
But,
okay.
Seeing as how you have something against the SCTC, for now, you are welcome to sit in on our talks, I suppose.
Okay, I understand.
So, Gideon, Genevieve, how truthful shall we be? In the company of strangers.
Well,
We're just here to talk about going after Hill, right?
Of course.
yes, of course. I imagine full truthfulness should be on the table. I spoke to Guldrin briefly about my issue. The SCTC is about to purchase my brother. From all intents that I can see, he is apparently not himself, bewitched in some kind of way. My brother is apparently special, though I don't know how or why. And I haven't seen him in over a year.
Right.
He's been missing. There have been reports. This is the first I've seen him.
Puts
I
his hand
don't
up.
expect. Oh, sorry.
If it's under circumstance of family, I can understand such things. If you need help, I'm willing to help.
Just like that.
Aye.
Well, I like him. Good find, Gideon.
Well, he
I'm
did seem
pretty good
upset
at
with
making
them already, so
friends.
it probably aligns with his interest as well.
Well, in any case, the few details we have is that they will be meeting at noon tomorrow at some prearranged place that we do not know for the exchange. That said, I suppose we do have the night, and as we are all very weary from our travels, we were hoping to get some rest before waking up early and doing something about it. We've passed around a couple of ideas, but it's rather grim.
I think the.
I can track
Sorry
them
to-
at night if you need to, and come back and tell you where they're meeting. I don't need to rest.
You think they'll go to the location tonight? My brother, as she will point down the direction of the hall where the room is currently in a room at the end of the hall. He's not going anywhere tonight.
Well, I just have to say again, Jenny, are we sure this is something we want to risk? Couldn't we just send a message to your dad telling him where Hill is and who has him, and let your father handle it?
That's not a
Gideon?
good idea.
Yes, I agree. But why,
Why?
Flo? Fill me in.
Because the last time I saw your father, he was surrounded with everybody in the church. So if you certainly send him a message, if you're going to use magics, they're going to sense that.
Yes, and anything that would take longer would be ineffective, as my brother be long gone and missing once again. My father is very busy. This is something I will have to do myself.
Well, the SCTC works closely with the church. He will make his way eventually to the city, or come in contact with your dad at some point. I would imagine he could pull some strings to figure out what's going on.
Do you actually know anything about the SCTC, Gideon?
Other than the fact that they're one of the church's biggest mercenaries, no.
They're everyone's biggest merchant mercenaries. I'm sure they have coins from every pocket in Corvanus that has the money.
Arcadum,
Yeah.
through my travels and my life, would I have known anything about SCTC?
You'd know of it. Yeah.
Okay,
Intricacies, no, though.
Roger.
I think the biggest concerns that we have right now are we do not know where they are meeting, and time constraints.
Is that
If we wish... Oh,
Sorry.
well, if I'm going to be interrupted, go ahead.
Well, as you say that, Guldrin, you know exactly where they'll be meeting, how cargo is transported, and what, and how strong the guard of that is most likely going to be due to your hunt. as a reminder.
Hmm.
Continue with what you were saying.
And then, with time, considering they are meeting at noon, our ship is also leaving at noon. However, if we spring the trap early as it was and whisk Hill away in the middle of the night, we then have to consider being hunted all the next morning.
Agreed. So,
Not to mention whether or not Miss of the Tuskbreaker would wish to have that sort of refugee on her hands.
so we do some espionage. We figure out where they're meeting and how they work, and give up another night's sleep to find these things. And then we get there first. We spring a trap on them. We get it done.
You're missing the point. Noon and noon. At the time that we are spinning the trap, the ship will leave the docks. And then where are we?
We'd have to catch them sometime in transit before they get to their destination, so that we have time to free Hill and get to the destination.
Well, we can't
Before time
follow
runs out.
them. If we just follow behind, we'll be at a disadvantage. I will sit hopelessly on the bed.
I can make sure that we are stealthy enough we can follow very closely and we don't have to lag too far behind, and we can then make a decision when to pounce.
And I must say, if we do fight, it will be a struggle. I've been watching them for quite a few days now, and they are quietly tight-knit on their guards and defense of their cargo, as it were. So, just fair warning, if we go into a fight, prepare for a bloody one.
Wait,
So,
you know where they're at?
I've been watching them for a few days now.
Well, that's more intel that we didn't have before. Where are they located?
Gideon, most people appreciate some sort of incentive before they share their hard-earned knowledge.
If you want to know my reason, I just despise them a lot, and it runs deep. My disdain for them. So that's my reason.
did you lose someone?
No, not like that. It's just the ridiculement of an individual. It does never sit right with me.
I see. Well, if you're willing to share your information, I will certainly be more than eager to help you put them in their place. If we can make away with my brother without a fight, great, grand even, but I won't lie, I would not mind putting a couple of punches in at least.
Goldrin puts his hand towards Ginny. A shake.
Yep, I will take it and shake.
Yeah, you kind of paused there, and it was like, oh.
Touches her shoulder.
Pull spears!
I swear, is my name, Goldrin Greyspine. Offer my service and aid and axe in this predicament circumstance involving the hopeful rescue of your brother.
I wasn't looking for a swearing of allegiance, sir. We've only just met. Please. And she'll, put another hand over your hand and kind of, push it back towards you. No. I'm willing to help you just as much.
It's not for you. It's for me. I keep my word.
She blushes. Okay. Well, if we know where we're going and how and when. First light, I imagine. Captain, I'm sure we can find our way across the river if we needed to without the navigator, but she would be more convenient. We might not be able to do both.
Do you propose a different safe spot to hide your brother away?
I intend to be responsible for him until I find a safe spot, but I think once he's freed of his bewitchment and safely away, perhaps, maybe, Dead Man's Flow, I can drop him off there. Or I've been meaning to talk to you, Captain, about what happens after. I may have another potential place to put him.
I'm not concerned about getting to Dead Man's Flow. I'm concerned about getting past here, Genevieve. You seem to be missing a crucial point. Once we take your brother into our care, they will inevitably come after their so-called product. If they come at a rate that is faster than what we are able to put distance between them, say we get held up at the docks or something, and they overtake the ship, what then?
Then we have you and Lightborn Riderman to hide us? Stealth us away?
I suppose. Let me try to phrase it a different way. I think taking Hill this evening, early in the morning, we rest now, and then before first light, we take him. And then we run, of course. The question is, to where? Do we run to the ship, the Tuskbreaker, and attempt to stow away? Or do we run and attempt to make our own way to Deadman's? Or do we, perhaps, abandon Hill on the road and hope for the best?
I'm not going
Or
to
do you
abandon him
have-
on the road. we can,
Well, then which of those options do you prefer? Or do you have a different option?
We can ambush them at the meeting point.
That is
Or-
not a good option.
We
But go
can
ahead.
Attempt to take him in the morning and run. And like you said, stow away on the Tuskbreaker ship and wait until our navigator appears. And then one of us comes out and does the negotiations, pays her, all that stuff. Because then we won't really be, stowed. Never mind. It will be fine. Totally fine. And she'll, put her hands on her hips. Proud. Good idea.
So, do we know where that? Well, no, I didn't say that. Fuck. So why don't we try, since we know where they're gonna be, investigating the place that they're gonna be, and see how many guards are there, any ways to get in and out quickly. Investigating the area.
Because to do that, Gideon, we will be sacrificing another night of sleep, and the bags under my eyes are already deep enough to hold additional potatoes.
Mr. Galdrin, while you were watching them, for the time that you have been, did you happen to notice any of the answers to Gideon's questions?
Would I notice Arcadum?
Which part specifically are you asking for?
The meeting place, how heavily armed it might be. Gideon,
Yep.
What were the other questions?
Like, were there any obvious places that would be easily accessed or that we could like sneak in and out of?
Right.
Yes.
Is it easier to kidnap Hill at the meeting place or to kidnap Hill from the inn, I guess,
It is the best place in Galdrin's mind to take Hill would be while he is being transported to where the other slaves are. Because that's what Galdrim actually wants as well, as we discussed, is to free the other slaves.
Right. So we know where they're starting from, and we know where they're going. So we need to find a place along that route to ambush them and run away.
That would be ideal, yes.
Well,
Okay.
Mr. Galdrin, any advice you can give would be appreciated.
Well, hitting them during the transit would be best. I would like to get all of them out, but I understand if this is not the most feasible option to get them all.
No, it could work in our favor. The pandemonium caused by such an outbreak.
What if we
Possibly.
knocked out the ones that were here, steal their clothes, and pretend to be them, and hijack Hill that way?
The way they were talking about halflings, I hardly believe that I would fit in costume.
A far more risky endeavor. No, I agree.
And we don't much know their mannerisms and stuff. If they have any kind of introductions or codes, we...
Oh, it's very
Fall
simple. You
short.
just speak as the most racist, careless person you can imagine. But no, still, I don't think it would work very well.
Very good.
Do any of you have training in disguises or passing yourself off as someone else? Any of you professional performers by any chance?
Looks to Flo.
No, I'm not proficient at that.
Well then,
I'm proficient in stealth. But when we get healed, we can make sure that nobody will find us.
I think we play to our strengths then.
We blend into the shadows.
And then we pop out of nowhere and hit them with the fury of a god.
I like that.
Very well then. So, Mr. Galdrin, what time do you suppose we should set out in the morning?
Well, I'd say early morning would be best, so we can at least get a bearing of who's out there in the moment. Set up the position needed for the ambush, as it were. So
Very good
I'd say
then.
them.
I can also cover our tracks as we make our escape. I'm pretty efficient in making ways through survival places I might not know, but I can keep us stealthed, and I can cover our tracks as we flee.
Aye, that'd be good. I'm not very great at the quiet type.
This is why we work in a group, friend.
It's been long since I've worked with others.
Where are you from, anyway, Galdrin? I don't.
Oh,
Think I've asked.
I be from Mornhal.
Oh,
My, condolences, I suppose.
Yeah.
As you can see, I am from the Pale City. I hope there are no hard feelings.
why would there be hard feelings? We were trying to put the rightful prince back on the throne.
Our countries are at war, Gideon. Don't be insensitive.
Yes, but he's still a Lightborn.
Wasn't trying to be insensitive.
He's not responsible to the actions of his country.
And neither am I to mine, but the feelings are still there. In any case, I am far less concerned about Mr. Galdrin, who has been nothing but a positive experience thus far. And she will glance over at the very tall, very ominous-looking, bat-cowled man. You, on the other hand, have been... how should I put it? Odd. Is a good... Yes, very good. How can I trust that you will not be a problem?
As I said, I'm here as your friend. And he will... What can I do for you to trust me?
You keep using this word, friend, and that Inquisitor Cast, sent you to be with us? To be our friend? Are there more details to this?
He asked me to be your friend. He doesn't know why you ran. And it has to be for good reason, so he asked me to come by and be your friend.
Wait,
He
why did Cass tell you this and not Trent?
Cass pulled me aside from the others and told me.
Are you going to be okay?
Inquisitor's back.
He did pull me aside at a separate table and whispered it to me. I don't know why he did it, but he did it.
I certainly don't question this.
Hold on 1 second, my dog's freaking out.
Wouldn't be the first time an Inquisitor has done something shady.
But Cast, no.
I mean, there is a small possibility. If he looks to the rest of the group, but if the certain instructions that a higher entity placed on him truly did have an effect, it may have been delayed, and maybe our course of action aligned with a proper timing and Cass succumbed to whatever that dark intent was. It didn't seem like he folded when Gideon first tried to confront him, but...
That doesn't remove my baser suspicions, as Mr. Flo here happens to be an individual fully capable of independent thought. Surely you think there's something to it. Last you saw, we had 2 prisoners in our care, and then the last thing you saw was us overpowering you to free them. Why would you agree to such a thing?
I spent my life, well, some of it, working for the church. Then I spent some of it hunting down criminals. But I am a Lightborn, and Cass is a high member of the church, and so I should do what he asked.
So...
Very soldier-like.
For me, are we gonna have an issue, as he points to himself?
No, I do not have an issue. I do know there's one of the prisoners, as you say it, gone, but that is not my issue.
He returned to the city.
She's no longer with us.
Well, Matheria be by her grace guide her. But no,
Agreed.
we are not going to have an issue.
Ginny will think long and slow and tap her chin. Okay, look. The thought of sleeping with one eye open wearies me. I think in the end, it's what may have driven Mikael to betray us and for Thorn to leave and...
Who is Mikael?
And why does he sound so handsome? I'm sorry.
What?
A companion that I may have judged too harshly, and...
He was our friend. At least mine.
In any case, I would like...
Sorry for your loss.
I would like to trust you, because the idea of losing sleep over the idea that you might carry Gideon back to the Pale City, or any number of us, makes me more tired, and I am very tired.
Looks at weak elf arms. He couldn't carry me.
You don't know I'm an elf.
He's so skinny and
But those
tall.
are weak arms.
In any case, I'm going to choose to trust you. Don't make me regret it.
I'm not going to carry any of you back to Pale City.
Good. Well, in that case, if
And I
everything's
get your
settled-
word on that.
My word is that I'm here to help you. I'm not going to, in the middle of the night, try to drag you back to the Pale City.
No matter what you see or hear.
No. What are you going to do in the middle of the night? Like transform into like some gigantic beast? I don't think I could carry you anyway.
It's beside the point. Gideon, my dad used to say, if you're stung by a bee, you don't destroy all beehives. We're gonna trust him for now. If he stings us, then, well, we'll have a repeat of last time.
I think he should have more issue trusting us. We are the one that kind of jumped him out of nowhere.
Fair, I suppose.
Say this.
We'll
If we manage
tell.
to get out of this with his help, then we will tell him why we did it. And maybe that will give him more cause to trust us and have all of us trust each other.
Oh, I'd like that. Good. Well, I am going to sleep because it's been 2 days.
If I may interject, Mr. Flo, Mr. Galdrin, my trust is not so easily given. You should both be aware that my trust is earned. And if you do anything against my trust, I tend to have very adverse reactions. But for now, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. We will see how we work together on this mission. Is that acceptable?
Aye, that's fine with me.
Sounds good to me.
Would you two perhaps like to bunk together? I have an additional room if you're willing to share.
I have no qualms with it.
Fine by me.
Very good then. Here's your key.
Oh,
Um,
also, if you could find a place for these, I'm gonna hand you some stuff.
Oh boy, giving the captain more stuff to carry.
No, not the captain.
Like I only have 7 pounds.
Those. Excellent. Very good. Okay, those were getting heavy, and you'll probably need them as much as I.
So, we'll meet outside the tavern in the morning then.
Sounds
Agreed.
good.
Sounds like a plan.
Have a good night, you two. The
You
rest
all
of
as
you,
well.
if I might have just a moment of your time before you go to bed, we'll assign the other rooms.
Fine.
As Golden exits the room, he just probably looks back and says, "I look forward to earning your trust. Good night."
Farron gives a nice nod.
Farewell
Good night.
for the evening.
Well, right a minute, we'll turn around and look at Farron and say in Elvish, good night, and then walk out.
Farron will crinkle her nose. Crinkly.
Ew. I crinkle my nose also.
I didn't know he spoke Elvish.
Is that what that was?
Yes. I, for one, do not trust his story. At all. It does not sound like Cast. Nor does it sound like the flow that we fought alongside, albeit for a short period of time. Something has changed. And I don't know exactly what to put my finger on, but I do not trust his tale.
Oh, I agree. And while I will trust him, trust goes so far, and I'm not going to let my guard down around him any more than I would around you.
I don't think you understand how trust works, Genevieve. You seem to have awfully confused notions. You're willing to give it and willing to take it away in the span of the same day.
I have been known and been said multiple times by multiple people to have used trust in the past as a weapon. I use other people's trust. It's something I'm attempting to grow from.
Okay,
Mikhail was such a mess, and part of that was my fault. He trusted me, and I used it against him, because I thought that it would ingratiate me to the captain. Clearly, it backfired, and I'm learning.
Could you actually tell me what happened with Mikhail? Because y'all never really said.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Well,
Oh,
I was dead.
Oh,
When I
you were
woke up,
dead.
he was gone.
That's right.
I
Well,
see.
as he triggered
We
some.
Gideon, we did talk. So
Yeah, we did. We did.
didn't you
Like,
have the last
uh,
talk with him before you yelled at
Yeah,
Trent?
that's what I'm
because
saying. Like
Trent
we
was-
did
Yeah.
speak.
You were there.
And yeah, I shouted for Trent to shut up and sit down and let us decide what we were going to do, and then I got knocked out. And then
That's
when I woke
true.
up, Mikhail was gone.
Cast.
Oh,
Cast, but yes, he
Yeah,
left.
cast. Yeah. Yeah, but I thought we were going to allow him to say, and then he left.
Uh,
And y'all
was-
never said what actually
Cast
happened.
sent him off before I had the chance to drag him back to the Pale City for judgment and trial.
I told him
Oh.
to make his own decision, whether to stay or leave, and left the rest to the others.
I told him I could not trust a traitor.
And
I
then
was about to use his trust against him again, and I'm glad that it didn't happen.
And then Cass sent him away. So he left on his own accord.
In any case, is there more, Captain? I'm so tired.
Well, I did have a question for you, but I suppose if you're too tired.
I'll answer anything you want. I just want to know when I can go to bed.
What do you expect of
I'm
me? Welcome back.
Expect of you what? How?
Well, in the Pale City, you're suddenly aware that I play a much larger game than expected. You're, I thought, rather impressed. You were there when I spoke to Trent. You know exactly the details. And yet, as soon as we leave the Pale City's walls, you turn against me. What do you expect of me?
Loyalty begets loyalty, Captain.
And when have I been disloyal to you?
Well, you didn't really stick up for me when Cass knocked me out, it seems.
That's true. If, let me ask you, Captain, honestly, if the choice was between your squad, us, and your own freedom at a trial, would you take the freedom?
Of course.
I rest my case.
And yet, I still fought for my squad, and I got you all out alive.
You did.
Which
Because
includes
that was
my
still a
freedom.
choice. Yes, you chose us and you. It wasn't on the table, but you chose it anyway. And I was rewarded for trusting you by being an exile from my home city and fleeing my family, which I finally got to see again, but I trusted you. And for that, I probably owe you my life, but if the choice wasn't there, if there wasn't always some new option that you make up, you're not the one. You're not the one to make the last stand. You're not the one who makes that call. You wouldn't jump in front of danger for me.
Neither would you me.
That's where you're wrong.
Am I?
Yes, Captain. When I took your plan and trusted you by using a high-level spell to alert Trent. It could have gone horribly wrong. It could have been traced right back to me. I'm not good at the sneaking stuff. It's amazing that I pulled it off as well as I did. Thank you for trusting me with it, but that could have gone incredibly poorly, and it would have been all on my shoulders.
It could have, I suppose. But it's a gamble, necessary to take. There can be no doubt, I was telling Gideon earlier. You have to assume that what you are doing is the right thing, and then do it. And prove to everyone else why it was right, if they question.
Then let's finish the mission. We will. I'm sure we will. And if the moment comes up to make the sacrifice play, I'll be there. For any of you. Heck, I'd be there for Flo.
Raise
But
his
that's because
eyebrow.
That's because that's what I'm choosing, Gideon. I'm trying to be better than the Ginny that you met just a few months ago. If we're not better each day than the day prior, then we're just drifting. And I refuse to be a little leaf on the wind. I'm a boot.
I've already died for y'all once. I'm not really afraid to do it again. But just make it worth it, okay? That's all I ask.
Gideon.
I've always done my best to try and protect y'all when I was able.
Mythos, your
Gideon.
loyalty has always been unquestionable. You've made strange decisions a few times, but they were in the best interest of Mytheria, and I commend you for that. I've never once had reason to doubt you.
Well,
Question you a little bit, perhaps, but not doubt. Gideon, you need to
Yes.
man up, sir. Stop letting the tide of fate tell you where to go.
I'm not.
Take it by the horns and ride it.
was this
Are
not
you
the
with
same-
us? For real? Or are you along for the ride?
Why are you questioning my motives?
I'm not. I'm asking you, honestly, from peer to peer.
Yes, I want to go save Matheria and bring her back.
Good.
If we're all going in the same direction, why do you feel you cannot trust my leadership?
Who is this pointed towards?
Anyone?
I don't want to. I'm not trying to question your leadership, Farron. It was just odd coming outside and seeing you and Thorn fighting, and then she immediately leaving.
So that was your only fault?
Well, no, Captain. There's been a long list, but that is the most recent event. You've had successes. I'll grant you that.
Several.
Several, of course. So have we all. You
But not
appear
without
to
me.
primarily focus on the negatives, and if there is a success, you seem to claim all the glory for yourself. Not exactly what I would call a fine leadership style.
I have given credit where credit is due, Genevieve.
Individually, perhaps. Our team is not about the individual, Captain.
And yet a team cannot be comprised of anything but individuals.
Yes, but there is
Genevieve.
no I in team. I've heard it a million times. You probably have as well. Church training is very standardized. We all get the same lectures. What I'm suggesting is not that you don't be captain. In fact, calling you captain is a habit at this point that I don't think I will be able to stop. If you want to be the captain, if you want to lead us, keep doing what you're doing, it's fine. But don't expect us to follow you just because you have a title. A title which Thorn yelled multiple times as being meaningless before turning her back and strutting away. We may have a new mission, but our titles, our family names, all of that, it doesn't matter. We have a job to do, and the job is all that matters. I'm not going to spend any more time this evening pettily squabbling over who's the boss of who and who's in charge and who has the most gold stars. We should get our rest, start with step 1 of the plan tomorrow, get my brother, move him somewhere safe, and then go do the mission. Save the world. And it will take every one of us.
You're still a fool, Genevieve.
Maybe. But anytime I fall, I will get up.
As long as you don't drag us all down with you.
I apologize for the times where I may have done that.
Meanwhile,
Yes, meanwhile.
the two Lightborns, what are you guys doing out there? Or in here? Over
I guess
there.
we would head back to our room, I guess.
Okay. Well, you two boys get your own room. What you gonna do in that room? Zooms in.
As we both enter, Goldrin would close the door behind and look to Flo. So, Flo, was it?
It is indeed. Galdrin, was it?
Hey, what's your deal, honestly?
Truth be told, my deal is that I'm a Lightborn from Theria, and I got asked to come by and seek them out as friends. That's the deal.
Right. I mean, I'm not that blind. The tension in there is so thick you could slice it with a knife.
Yeah, it did not go out so, the backstory to them was they found me killing some abominations for the light of Matheria. Then I went with them, and the one man who looks depressed with red hair in there was originally a prisoner of the group. Him and another woman who looked equally as depressed, I don't remember her name, they were set to set trial. And we went back to the Pale City, but before that, we had to fight some other abominations in the church at the Great Old Forge. It was a magnificent place. Somebody like yourself as a dwarf would have loved their forge.
I hope one day to see it. Hopefully.
We cleared it out and faced ungodly amount of abominations, and once that was done, we went back to the leaders of the church for them to be set for trial. Or at least Gideon was, and the other girl. And then they were doing communion. During the communion, everybody of the leadership was called. They turned, jumped me, handcuffed me, and tied me up, and then left, fled for their lives. And then that's basically, I woke up, then got some help from some of the other leadership, and one of the Inquisitor cast, who they know very well, for I understand it was the handler of their group for some time, told me to seek him out and be friends with him.
And that brings us to here then.
It does indeed.
I am proper stepping into a lot of thick shit, aren't I?
Brother, let me tell you, they have more drama than girls in high school. It is fucking ridiculous. Let me tell you what, I've lived a long life. This is insane. They have more drama than plays they play in the Pale City.
Well, as long as I got my axe, I'll be fine. Hopefully. Well, we best get some rest. It's gonna be something tomorrow.
It will indeed. We have our work cut out for us. If you say that they are going to be prepared, well, a fight for us indeed. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what's your deal? Why you been, as you say, you've been tracking them? What you got against the SCTC?
Yeah, they are pompous, arrogant, absolute. I just despise the whole idea of slavery. It's never sits right to me, and after experiencing the acts that they've done, I cannot, in good faith, keep my anger at bay any longer.
Very right yourself, Houston. If I do say so myself, to take forth the journey into freeing the slaves.
Well, let us get our rest, and let's hope for an interesting bout of the SCTC.
By her light, we shall do a good job and free the man that we're after, and maybe you will get some of that revenge that your burning heart of righteousness so seeks, Brother Lightborn. For by her light we will quell them from this land. Amen.
Let it be done then. Sleep well, Flo.
Sleep well, Brother Galdrin. And he will roll over wherever the bed is and
Yep.
Hang upside down and sleep like
You know-
that.
hang upside down.
I was always wondering what would be the foil to Flo, but the very calm, chill
Yes.
murder dwarf is fantastic.
That's so good.
He's like, "Hey man," he's like, "Yeah, sure." It's so good, dude.
So good.
All right, and as the party rests in preparations for their escapade at first light, I believe that is a good place to call it because I have to prepare that scene, which will be the final scene you guys will have in Act 3.
Our minds sharpen.
Amazing.
Shut up!
Our minds sharpen. We grow stronger in our sleep.
My beard grows more fantastic.
My
axe is
ears
ready.
stretch.
My axe is ready. You know, but
Oh,
real
fuck.
real talk though. Excellent job, everyone, tonight.
And Dad.
Big round of applause for Gazorp, his first time playing. I think he did a great job.
You did very good.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party.
Very good.
5 stars.
Yeah, so get ready to hold on to these 50 pounds of rations.
How much
Yeah.
strength you got? Oh, good.
Thanks
Here,
for
hold this.
joining our party as a big strengthman who can carry all
Yes.
that shit.
Please. Ah,
That's
I
nice.
can
I
take-
can't,
Carried
I
away
can't keep carrying this group.
I can take
My
3
God.
more rations.
You
Give
can
me
give me
3
some
more.
I
rations,
traded
brother.
some rations to Flo earlier because I was overcapped.
Brother, I only carry 3 rations. You can give me more.
I am currently sitting at 168 pounds out of 130. I need to get rid of things.
Give me 3 more rations.
Dude, just like you could give me 10 rations, brother. Give yourself a break.
All right. See if you guys got any fan art.
Yeah, and I'm gonna sleep in my armor so it's comfortable, and the mask stays on so no one gets to see me.
Oh shit, we got some melancholy fan art. Oh,
Ooh.
Oh,
we
of the
got-
fight?
Yeah?
Oh,
we have
very
we
cool.
have some actual faned art. All right, we're gonna set this up. One moment, please. I have to do some extra stuff. Oh man, have you guys noticed how much better Melancholy is getting too? With each submission. Proud of that guy. Alright, here we go. A little bit of chicken fried. A
A poor hammer on a Friday night.
That's really good.
little bit of fan art.
I really like the golden fringe on
Yeah, that was
Thorn's
well done.
cloak.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
well done.
that's a really
Well
good
done.
touch.
This is very cool. Well done, Melancholy. Super sick.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Here, we got some Luke fan art.
Classic.
Why is it only me who makes sacrifices? Oh, yeah, that was a wild thing for him to fucking say. Blah, 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 the world sucks, which means I'm making sacrifices. My ex-girlfriend conflating the concept of suffering with a lack of decision-making gave me the personal sacrifice. Fuck me, I'll never argue about another Varum revolves around the sun or vice versa. Fucking, I like the Marlowe.
God.
Do you see the Marlowe images that
Yes,
you put underneath?
yes.
The Marlowe marks?
His ex-girlfriend. Hmm? Hmm.
Oh, fuck, I love that.
I wish he would.
I'm not your friend.
I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal.
Oh, this is
I'm
great.
not your pal anymore.
Mr. Flo, do you consider yourself submissive as you would do what you're told?
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Might have phrased that poorly. I'm not sure.
Oh no, you phrased it properly. Don't worry.
Yep, you said it just right.
Hmm.
Oh, man. God, that's so good. Alrighty. Good stuff, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for that raid that we had earlier. Super grateful for that. We'll be setting up another games coming up in an hour. It'll be Gallows and Gold. Come by and check all them out. I will see you guys in an hour.
Amazing.
Hugs
Thanks
and
for coming.
kisses.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.